This is the third generation Ford Focus ST. It's not the newest hot hatch you can buy, nor is it the prettiest or the most refined. It's also pretty bad on fuel, isn't particularly easy to park, and it will kill you when the roads are wet. In the dry at least, it only ever tries to kill you. Which is why I absolutely love the Focus ST and all of its unrefined, scruff-of-the-neck character that makes it the lairiest, loudest and manliest car in its class. Despite hemorrhaging 500cc and a whole cylinder from the previous generation's 2.5 litre 5-pot, the new ST is 247 bhp of fast fun. And the figures speak for themselves. 0 to 62 takes just 6.5 seconds, and if you've got a runway long enough and balls big enough, you'll be doing 154. Backing up the ST's underbonnet clout is a sweet interior soundtrack that shouts at you to drive it harder. That's a good noise. In the dry, grip levels are decent, but it's in the wet where the cracks begin to show. Let's test out that grip. Oh, Jesus. Front end going and then back end going. It's pretty wild. Because the Focus ST is priced to sell, it does without a mechanical limited slip diff or Ford's clever Revo knuckle suspension, which makes it the more difficult car to tame compared to its German hot hatch rivals. With so much power ploughing its way through the front wheels, there's always noticeable torque steer, tyre squeal and big doses of understeer when you need it least. I like the fact that it's got some pretty savage torque steer because that just keeps you alert. The ST's party piece is its 2-litre turbocharged engine. Thanks to 250 pounds-foot of torque, it's properly punchy, offering the same low-down acceleration you'd find in a diesel. The ride quality of the Focus ST is really good. It's firm, sure, but it's not crashy, it's not uncomfortable, it's really decent. It's a good daily driver. What's more, with prices starting from £22,000, the Focus ST undercuts its 5-door Golf GTI rival by a cool £5,000, making the Ford look like even more of a wicked bargain. The other good thing about the ST is that you get noticed in this car, especially with the tangerine stream yellow paint. It's a proper Larry looking car, and it's got the power to back it up. The ST's looks aren't to everyone's taste, as I shall shortly demonstrate with my face. Now, two bits of design that I'm really not that keen on are, one, the rear melty lights. They're also a bit squeaky. And also at the front of the car, we've got the big kind of like that. It's really not a good look. Inside the cabin, it's the same story of fuss over function. The dash is too damn cluttered. There are 45 plus buttons on here, and when you're driving and when you're trying not to crash mid-corner and it's raining and there are loads of puddles, you don't need to be looking at 45 buttons. This is ridiculous. Compared with the standard Focus, the ST sits lower to the ground by 10mm. It also features an incredibly quick steering rack, taking just 1.8 turns lock to lock. This gives the ST a sharp turn-in, when the grip is there. Sure, it's rough around the edges, but that's what makes the ST so damn appealing. It's an engaging car to drive, it keeps you on your toes and it gets you noticed. It also sounds wicked for a 4-pot, is usable as a daily and loves to be thrashed on track. It sounds great, it looks the part, it looks like a proper, raucous, balls out, hot hatch. It's wicked. It may not be the most refined or the prettiest mid-size hot hatch, but it's got more character in its left wheel nut than anything else in the class. And for me as a petrol head, it's exactly that cheeky character which appeals most.